which is to fuck up Benny. Fuck you, Benny. Where are you, Benny? Time to get back at Benny for shooting me in the head. You know, I used to be a courier until I was shot in the head.
Girl was pounding on my door all night. Finally, I had to let her out. What? I've been in love with the same woman for 17 years. If my wife ever finds out, she'll kill me. No! I love these robots with their friendly little policeman faces. Sure, they still rough you up, but they look so happy. My hotel room is so small. When I put the key in the lock, I broke the window. I bought my wife a little car here in New Vegas, an Omerta. It has a hood under the hood. Ay, ay, ay. I know a guy, his motto is love thy neighbor. He lives next to a brothel. Oh, no. I've been married for 17 years. Where did I go wrong? Oh! A ghoul goes to a doctor and says, Doctor, doctor, I have this horrible rash. The doctor says, son, that's called your face. Ding dong. I had dinner at the Ultra Lux the other night. I told them my steak tastes funny. They said it was a clown. I ate a person. So I hear Mr. House runs the strip. He took it over from the last guy, Mr. Mob-infested hellhole. Did he just say that? I hear James Garrett drove 5,000 head of Brahmin to New Reno. No bodies, just the heads. My wife and I know the secret to a happy marriage. 2 times a week, we go to a nice restaurant. She goes Mondays, I go Fridays. People say it's hard to survive the wasteland. Hey, how hard can it be? The water glows in the dark, and it burns. I take my wife everywhere, but somehow she keeps finding her way back. I did it! I told my wife, she's good looking for a ghoul. It's just too bad she's not a ghoul. Ay, ay, ay. My cousin and his wife are a fastidious couple. She's fast, and he's hideous. Ha-cha-cha. I try to be frank and earnest with women. In New Reno, I'm frank, and in the Boneyard, I'm earnest. Oh, no!
His line delivery is so bad. He just goes so fast that I can't even process most of what he's saying. There's no pacing to any of it, and he immediately punctuates every single one with like a call out at his own joke, basically. It's agony. It's actually agony how fast he was going. Holy shit. And then out of nowhere there was a genuinely funny delivery where I can't even remember the surrounding joke, but it was just the fact that he's like, did he say that? Like, there's such an awkward, high-pitched, crazy voice for a second that it startled me. Like, oh my god.
Hey, come on, pal. I'm trying to put on a show here. You're welcome.
You're giving a joke to the robot? I just have a few questions.
All right, then make it snappy, kid. This isn't exactly a lucrative career enterprise here.
Who are you?
The name's Knight. Billy Knight. And this here's what a lifelong career in comedy will get you. Oi.
Wait, but I have a career in comedy, don't I? wait. But we're just standing on a street corner in the middle of nowhere.
That's exactly my point, kid. Exactly my point!
How long you've been... Just... Fuck this sentence. I can't remember. How long have you been doing comedy?
If you believe my mother, since she first laid eyes on me, first thing she said was, boy, that's a funny-looking kid. I guess I got a face only a mother could love, because no one else would give me the time of day. Hey, maybe you can help me. See, I can never tell when it's lunchtime.
So you got a lifeline hobby in comedy. Career's when you make money, son. So you're looking for your big break?
Break's better than a shot. Less chance of lead poisoning. Hey, if you know any gigs hiring, I'll work cheap. Real cheap. I'll take peanuts. I'll take the shells.
Alright, goodbye.
Sure, later.
Okay.
Continuing patrol.
Do you even know he's here? Are you listening to his jokes? You're his entire audience. This poor man. Ha-cha-cha! Over and over again, like he just... The immediate punctuating of every joke just swallows it whole. Just actually suffocates it. It's dead.
Howdy, son. How can I help you? But make it quick.
Goddamn heat's worse in this town than in the middle of a Brahmin herd at noon.
Then why are you just standing outside? Also, isn't it nighttime? Doesn't have, I don't know, some water or something.
A drink? Nonsense. All I need now is to settle a score. We didn't come a long ways just to stroll our best clothes around.
What was that about settling a score?
There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. I'm tired of being trampled over, kid, and I got a good mind to stop Heck once and for all.
Ah, heck. What else can you tell me about Heck Gunderson?
What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
How is Heck a threat to the other ranchers in the wasteland?
We are honest folk out there. Damn hard to make a living in the desert, kid. Heck's a different breed. Goddamn thief he is. Scaring us into giving away our lands is all he's done to strike it flush. Comes packing iron and none can hold a candle to his men. Bad blood.
What do you plan to do about him?
I have no illusions that he'll ever stop his plundering, so I'm just gonna make him suffer. That's what I'm gonna do. Here in town, he's got a few of his armed men to protect him. I just gotta find out what he's up to, and then I'll know where to hit him hard.
I'll find out for you, but not cheaply. 400 caps.
Cut that in half and we got a clean deal, kid. Where I come from, we appreciate good intentions. I reckon you could help me figure out what he's doing in town. Tell you what, that chiseler's blowing hot air over at that there fancy casino, the Ultra Lux. Find out what's his story here, will you?
Entire quests being rewarding you like 200 caps really puts in perspective how incredibly expensive armor is in this game. Jeez. I just spent 6,000. Ah! Okay, I'll be back when I find out more about him.
All right, kid. I appreciate it. I hope to see you soon.
Speaking of which...
Sure. Just don't treat me like a pack Brahmin, okay?
No, he sucks now.
If you don't mind, I have to look after my husband.
What are you and he up to out here on the strip?
He's got his reasons. And when that man gets a notion stuck in his head, he's like a bighorn or bull that's seen red. And if it means Heck Gunderson's involved, then you better step aside before the stampede tramples you over.
What's so important about Heck Gunderson?
If that's what you want to talk about, go see Walter. He'll talk your ear off. Everything he says about the evils of Heck Gunderson is true, but I've never held the notion that fighting evil with evil carries the world forward.
Is there some way I could help you out?
I don't suppose you have the magic powers necessary to bring my husband to his senses, do you? He swears he won't leave this godforsaken city until he's seen Heck suffer. So far as I can see, we're the only ones in pain.
I'll see what I can do.
That's very kind of you. Maybe this'll be the dawn of a new day.
No, my speech set is terrible, so unless he's gay, I'm fucked.
Howdy. Good seeing you again.
Are you a bighorn rancher?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess, it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
You're not from around here, are you?
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
What's being a bighorn rancher like?
Bighorn is my trade since I was a young'un. I confess it's hard living these days, kid. The wasteland ain't the same anymore.
Tell me again about your home.
Darn far it is, our ranch. Ethel would be happy to yap about that. I got more important things in mind, kid.
The weird loops that they put in this conversation when he's not answering your questions anyway, but it's like, oh, tell me again about the thing you didn't tell me about. I'd like to ask you about the wasteland.
I know it better than my wife's corset. What about it, kid?
Y'all don't fuck much, huh? How do wastelanders cope with current times?
Stealing our pure breed resolve, that's how. We've faced the wasteland right in the old mug and told her to shove it. Listen, we own these lands, and I'll be damned if the NCR, those Legion bastards, or anyone else tries to walk all over us.
What are the most dangerous places in the wasteland?
Hell, it's all dangerous. Know why? Because you can't trust anything that stands on two legs. If you're looking for real trouble, head straight into the mountains. Men don't walk up there, for good reasons, kid.
You can trust the death claws. They're not mischievous. You get what you expect there.
Listen, we own these lands, and I'll be damned if the NCR, those Legion bastards, or anyone else tries to walk all over us. If you're looking for real trouble, head straight into the mountains. Men don't walk up there, for good reasons, kid.
There's kind of strange loops in here. Alright. I have questions about you.
Okay. What'd you want to know?
Just kidding. I want to talk about you and talk to you about our deal.
I hear you. What's on your mind?
Ethel's right. Vengeance will only lead to more innocents' deaths.
Kid, look around you. There's poison and death everywhere. And people like Heck are responsible for the misery we suffer. What right do they have to continue with their mischief and killing, huh?
None, but... Huh. What right do you have?
Same. The right of might, kid. The Gundersons will pay for all their crimes. And that's final. All right, kid. Be good.
Bad news, I'm really bad at diplomacy. Ah! Hi.
Howdy. Interested in a refreshing beverage or a tasty snack?
You work for one of the casinos?
Nope. Strictly independent. Well, kind of independent. To vend anything here on the Strip, you gotta register with one of those police robots and sign a franchisee agreement. At the end of each day, you keep half of what you made. The rest you hand over to those bots. And they know if you're cheating.
Mr. House gets half of each day's take?
Yep, he makes the rules. It's steep, but it sure beats living in North Vegas. Here on the Strip, I can afford to eat, and no one tries to kill me.
Tell me about the Strip.
It's the most amazing place in the world, don't you think? This must be what it was like to live 1,000 years ago. There are 3 casinos open for business. Gomorrah, the Tops, and the Ultralux. They get nicer in that order. This here's the monorail station leading in from Camp McCarran. Most of my business is with soldiers coming and going on furlough.
1,000 years ago? I don't think Vegas existed 1,000 years ago. I don't think that is the time scale of the apocalypse in these games. What do you sell?
Non-alcoholic beverages and snack foods. The casinos get to sell booze. No one else does.
I took all of it. Let me see what you have for sale.
Take your pick.
Dirty water, wow. Glad you can afford to drink, because you're selling bad... Wow. Terrible, terrible inventory. She doesn't even have clean water. That's brutal. Revolving cocktail lounge, hottest tables in town. Lucky 38. Why is there a sign? That revolting cocktail. STOUW? Stow? Sue? I don't know if these letters mean anything, but that says revolting. S-O-U, I don't know if that means anything. Those ones are red. Why is there still an ad up for the place no one gets to go to? It's also not revolving. It doesn't spin, but also, most importantly, no one can go in there, so... Bit of a moot point. Alright, Benny, where the hell are you? That's enough getting distracted by every shiny moving object.
Hey, fellow, welcome to the Tops Hotel and Casino. I'm gonna have to ask you to hand over any weapons you might be carrying.
Why do you need my guns?
Security, baby. Can't make the bread if the bakers are full of lead. You dig it? Don't worry, you're safe as houses in here. Courtesy of Mr. House.
Sure. Here you go.
Smooth and easy, just the way I like it. Don't worry, they'll be as safe as kittens till you're ready to leave. Oh, and a friendly word of advice. If you happen to stumble across any weapons during your stay here, well, just don't wear them openly. You dig? Now that we got that little business out of the way, what can I do to make your Tops experience the tops?
It's a giant hammer, dude. I'm not exactly worried you're gonna break it. Where did you take my weapons?
Relax, baby. The safe is houses. We'll keep them locked up in the bank upstairs right next to the money. It's serious protection.
Our house is known for being safe. They're like, whole ground floor is just glass. What is there to do here?
Everything your little heart desires, that's what. You like gambling? Boom. Either one of the main hallways has cards, slots, you name it. Hungry? Thirsty? The restaurant just off the left-hand hallway has the best food and booze in Vegas. Or maybe you'd rather take in a show. The Oasis Theater upstairs always has hot acts raring to go. Check it out.
Goodbye.
Have a good time, baby.
Swank. That's the guy. Chairman.
Hey, there's the high roller.
Hey!
Hey, baby, what's the haps?
Hoo-hoo!
Ring-a-ding, baby. Hey, there's the high roller.
Right.
Hey there, pal. Welcome to the Tops. And what can I do for you today?
Who are you?
Ain't been on the strip long, have you, pal? Name's Swank. This is my joint.
I thought Benny ran this place.
Benny oversees the business, sure, but I run the Tops day to day. I'm his right-hand guy, you dig?
I'm looking for a few extra caps. Got any jobs need done?
You might have a jaw at Tommy Torini up in the Aces. He's always looking for talent scouts.
Can you give me a rundown on New Vegas?
Sure, kid, sure. What can I tell you?
What's the story with the White Glove Society?
Creepy bunch of cats, you ask me. Ah, sure, they act all polite and civilized, but there's something off about them, you dig? Don't get me wrong. That resort of theirs is ring-a-ding. But my guts say, don't go in the basement.
Let's talk about the Omertas.
Ah, they're a shifty pack of rats. If I were you, I'd keep one hand on my wallet and the other on my gun whenever they're around.
What do you know about Mr. House?
House is an all-right kind of guy. Sure, he keeps a pretty tight grip on the reins, but Vegas is a wild horse. You can't just give her head. Without Mr. House, we'd still be wearing gecko skins, poking around the ruins with pointy sticks and scalping people for giggles.
You just say give her head? Tell me about the chairmen.
Man, we're only the coolest cats on the whole strip. We've been here the longest, we got the swinkiest digs, and we got caps rolling in like the tide. Everybody loves the chairman, because we show him a simple good time, no strings attached.
It's weird that every time you click on one of these, it loops to a different menu than the one that they're all in. There's just inconsistent rules about how conversations work from character to character. It's just odd. A bit akin to how, like, when I was playing Outer Worlds, there was inconsistent rules about how the emails would be handled, and they were all formatted differently. I'm like, why? Why? Type of stuff that leads to me thinking that I've finished the dialogue because everything's grayed out. But it's because at some point they threw me to a weird place after one. What do you think of Caesar's Legion?
Oh boy, those clowns? Listen up, kid, and listen good. I don't care how many fancy Latin names he gives himself, a thug ain't nothing but a thug. Warlords and emperors? Don't make me laugh. At least they got enough brains to stay the hell out of New Vegas. Mr. House had cleaned their clocks.
What do you know about the NCR?
I hear they got their act together out west. Like a real old-time country, they tell me. Nah, maybe that's true and maybe it ain't. But Vegas is a whole new scene. Those Bear Flag boys better step light unless they want a knuckle supper.
I've met other people with similar slick back hair that thought they could go punch the NCR, and it worked out hilariously poorly for them. You should be worried about there being an old-timey country back in existence around here.
Sure, kid, like what?
Nice place you got here. Tell me about it.
The Tops? Yeah, sure, you want the nickel tour? Old Swank's happy to oblige. We got everything you could want. Slot machines in the back, cards and roulette in the front, fine entertainment upstairs in the Oasis Theater. And all with your security personally guaranteed by the chairman and Mr. House's own Securitron police. It's the Tops.
I think you should know something about Benny.
Really? You got something to say about the big boss, huh? Well, why don't you say it to his face instead of yapping at me?
I don't think you're going to like it. Seems Benny's been making his own play.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Benny tried to kill me and stole a platinum chip I was hired to deliver.
That doesn't... Why would he pull a stunt like that? Got anything else to offer?
Benny's going to steal all the house's robots. Don't you see?
Kid, that doesn't even pretend to make sense. You want to try again?
I've got more evidence that proves Benny tried to kill me.
Yeah? What else you got?
I found this lighter in Boulder City. He dropped it when he killed his partners.
Yeah, that looks like Benny's lighter, all right. Still, not exactly a ton of proof. Got anything else, kid?
Well, here, take a look at this note I found in Novak.
That's pretty shady, yeah. Could be Benny's up to no good. Could be this is somebody else altogether. What else you got?
That's it. What do you think?
Jesus, kid, I think we got a real problem on our hands. Can't believe Benny's a no-good stinking punk, trying to play house like that. Tell you what, I'll call Benny, keep him away from his suite. You go search the place. Here's the key, it's on the 13th floor. It's a room with the double doors, can't miss it. Maybe you'll find something we can show to Mr. House and get him arrested.
Okay, I'll do it.
Groovy, here's your stuff back. In case you run into company, you dig. I'll tell the boys to give you a pass to pack some heat. Go on then. Elevators to pass the slot machines on your left.
Alright. Mr. House was correct that I could just go talk to this guy about that then. So it sounds like it's a solution to this quest that comes up as a result of having explored a lot on the way here, as you find a series of pieces of evidence about this.
I thought Benny was a stand-up guy. Hard to believe he was a rat all along.
Why are you saying that? You shouldn't know anything about that conversation I just had. We aren't open about that at all yet. I'm about to go look for evidence. If it reached you already, that means it could reach Benny. That's really bad. Except it's just obviously it's just a mistake in the game. 13th floor. Dude was tempting fate, wasn't he? Saying to go back through here. Bring the platinum chip to Mr. House. There we go, ring-a-ding-a-ding. Let's look for Benny's suite. Okay. Everybody come inside before I get in trubs. Edie, Fine, stay outside. You're on guard duty. Beer? Suspicious. Oh, now you come inside. Park stroller outfit. I just take a break. I just go nap in his bed. Wow, his bathroom looks awful. But it's just because they just did not make any other bathroom assets, did they? So it's just the same gross ones for everyone, no matter how fancy or not fancy your place is. Hi! Don't mind me, I'm supposed to be here for sure. Definitely. Yes, man. Ooh. Dummy terminal inactive. So everything's a mess in here, huh?
Hey! Hi there! Good to meet you. What can I do for you today?
What are you doing here?
Good question! My function is to monitor Mr. House's data network and decode his encrypted transmissions. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a PDQ-88B Securitron, but you can call me Yes Man.
Yes, man. And what kind of name is that?
It's what Benny always called me. Probably because I'm programmed to be so helpful.
Have you seen Benny?
He was around here not too long ago. He's probably down on the casino floor now. You can wait for him here if you like. I'm incapable of asking you to leave.
Benny reprogrammed a Securitron all by himself?
Oh, he had some help. A lady friend of his. She said something about living in a fort over in Freeside. But that's all I remember.
What is this place?
This is Benny's workshop. When the tops got renovated, he had this half of the floor blocked off for his own use. I guess you could say it's my entire world. I don't think I've ever left this room, but that's okay. I'm not complaining.
Benny stole a platinum chip from me. Do you know what it's for?
Sure. Benny had me look at it a bunch of times. It's a data storage device, kind of like a holotape, but a lot more advanced. As for what's on it, well, some of Mr. House's data transmissions made it sound like the chip could upgrade his defenses somehow. That's just a guess, though. The chip's a proprietary format. You need special hardware to read the data on it. There are 2 locations with non-standard hardware on the network. The Lucky 38 and an underground facility at Fortification Hill. I'd look there!
What's Benny planning to do with the chip?
Oh, he wants to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That should give me control over all Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I just do what Benny tells me. Easy peasy!
You're very, forthcoming with that information.
I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh?
What if I wanted to take over New Vegas instead of Benny?
Then I'd have to help you. I mean, it seems pretty obvious Benny wouldn't want me to, but hey, not my fault I can't say no.
What are the details of the plan?
Again, goal number 1 is to eliminate Mr. House and install my neurocomputational matrix on the Lucky 38's mainframe. Given how you're a new arrival, I also recommend that you get to know some of the region's tribes, so you can decide how you feel about them. By the time you finished up all of that, the Legion should be close to attacking Hoover Dam, and we'll execute the last phase of the plan.
Say Mr. House was going to suffer an accident. How would that happen?
It makes me feel really dumb to admit this, but I don't actually know. I've never been inside the Lucky 38. No one has. Mr. House is in there, though. It's the central node of his entire network.
I've been inside the Lucky 38.
You have? Wow, that's amazing. You can murder Mr. House whenever you want. I mean, Benny was always scheming about how he was going to get into the Lucky 38, but you already took care of that. Wow. The other thing you're going to need is the platinum chip. You know, the one Benny killed a courier for over near Good Springs.
What do you know about the courier Benny shot?
I knew he was carrying a platinum chip, and I knew right where Benny should wait for him. That's why Benny put me here, to monitor Mr. House's data transmissions. They're all encrypted, of course, but I'm quite a decryptor. Did you know that Mr. House spent 812,545 caps hiring salvage teams to find the platinum chip? Just in the last year alone? Of course you didn't. Or that there were 7 couriers, but 6 of them were carrying junk. How about their exact routes and the mercenary teams that screened them? I knew all that. Pretty smart, huh?
I'm the courier Benny shot.
I know that's not true, because you still have a head.
I'm serious.
That's not funny, you getting shot in the head. I really shouldn't have taken so much pride in how I set that up, huh? I feel really bad right now.
Where is the platinum chip?
Benny carries it with him at all times. I think he's paranoid that someone might want to take it from him. The platinum chip is the key to overriding and exploiting Mr. House's defenses. Did I just say exploiting? That's not a very nice word.
Once I get the platinum chip, what then?
I'd take it straight to Mr. House if I were you. He'll think you're helping him out. Then, when he's not looking, kerpow! The big question is whether to give him the chip before you do him in. He's the one who'll know exactly what to do with it after all. He might upgrade his defensive capabilities right away, or even unlock new ones. But then those defensive upgrades might make it harder for you to finish him off. Hard to say. It's up to you. Let me know when it's done and I'll roll over to the Lucky 38. If I'm right about the chip, I should be able to install myself on House's mainframe. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna help you accomplish so much, whether I want to or not.
It's a very funny character. Something wild about how abruptly we're getting here. Like, I just got into town and it feels like we're like really rapidly doing this very major quest at almost the same pace or faster than some of the other quests I've done before here. So I should ask these tribes if they'll support an independent Vegas.
Oh no, I didn't mean that. Who needs their support? The Securitrons will be all the support you need. What I meant is, you should get to know these tribes and decide which ones you like and which you don't. You know, shape the future of Vegas. Choose your neighbors. If you like a tribe, leave it alone. Or, if a tribe is nasty or going to be a problem, go ahead and exterminate it. It's whatever you want to do.
Which tribe should I get to know?
There's a bunch. Some of them you've already met, like the chairman, for instance. I think you should visit the other families on the strip, the Omertas and the White Glove Society, so you know what makes them tick. And there are some important groups farther from the strip, too, like the Boomers, the Great Khans, and the Brotherhood of Steel.
It's funny to me that I've never encountered the Brotherhood of Steel, just that Veronica is from them and they're supposed to be a secret, but everyone keeps talking about them lately as if I'm supposed to definitely know that they definitely exist and it's very obvious that they're around. Like, they're not very good at being a secret, apparently. Let's talk about the tribes I should get to know.
Of course, ask away.
What do you know about the Boomers?
They must be a really nasty people. I haven't heard a single good thing about them. They fire artillery on anyone who comes near their settlement at Nellis Air Force Base. Talk about rude. If they can be convinced to fire those big cannons at the Legion or NCR, though, well, that'd be neat, wouldn't it?
I'll get back to you about the boomers.
Take all the time you need. Anything else I can help with?
Would you like to know more? Tell me what you know about the Great Khans.
The Khans are just... they're a dirty people. They live in tents like animals, and they're very rude. They've been kicked around a lot, but no one's finished them off. Not yet, anyway.
How have the Khans been kicked around?
They were one of the tribes the 3 families pushed out of Vegas. A whole bunch got killed. So they settled at Bitter Springs, but they kept being so obnoxious, the NCR had to kill a whole bunch more of them. So then, they settled at Red Rock Canyon. There's just no getting rid of them.
I'll need to take some more time with the Khans.
You set the pace. Anything else I can help with?
What do you know about the Omertas?
I remember that Benny used to pay a receptionist at Gomorrah for information. Maybe she knows something.
You know anything else about the Omertas?
Just that Benny didn't like them. He talked on and on about how they couldn't be trusted. And this is coming from Benny. He hated their casino, said it was tacky, and he thought they were up to something, because he said they always are.
I definitely don't know that much about them, do I? I'll check in on the Omertas some more.
Whenever you get around to it, we'll be just fine. Anything else I can help with?
Why was that the one specifically that I'm able to give an answer to? What do you know about the White Glove Society?
From what I understand, they're perfectly delightful. They're cultured, clean, and super polite. Benny didn't like them, though. He said they were creepy.
I don't like the... Let's see. I'll let you know when I'm done evaluating the White Glove Society.
Don't hurry on my account. I'm the one with a flexible schedule. Anything else I can help with?
I don't like the juxtaposition of him being like, that group is dirty and rude. This group is polite and clean. I'm like, that's not primary way to categorize people. The way that everyone talks about the Khans is distressing, but then the Khans go ahead and be like, I was the scourge of the wasteland. Rawr, I'm evil. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, well, dude. I feel like you really had a layup here to try to get some sympathy, and then you talk the way you do about yourself. I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do, man? Where should I look for the Brotherhood of Steel?
Some of Mr. House's data said that he'd lost a bunch of Securitron scouts near Hidden Valley. Telemetry showed that they'd been attacked with energy weapons. House was pretty sure it was the Brotherhood. There must be a bunch of them holed up there. Not a good place for a robot to visit.
What do you know about the Brotherhood of Steel?
They go around in big suits of power armor, and they have lots of energy weapons. But there's a downside. They just have a thing about technology. They think it should all be theirs. If someone else has it, they get mad. All I'm saying is, not much of a chance they'll accept a Vegas that polices itself with robots.
I'm not ready to decide what I want to do with the Brotherhood.
No rush. Take your time. Anything else I can help with? You bet.
You said something about a bunker at the fort?
Right. It's one of 2 locations on Mr. House's network with non-standard hardware. My guess is it has a reader that can decode the chip. And who knows what else? Maybe a giant robot or something.
Are you making fun of the first game's ending? I'll go check it out.
Neat. Let me know what you find out.
Goodbye.
Come back later if you need anything.
It sincerely feels like the game just made fun of the ending of the first game. Or previous game, I mean, Fallout 3. Okay, well. This was a lot dumped on me all at once. I have a big old to-do list all of a sudden, don't I? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep dealing with the Benny situation for now, but oh boy.